Hi and welcome to this quick training video on Boardmaker Online, which is now available from Spectronics. So if you're ready to ditch that Boardmaker CD for good but keep using the program that you know and love, then maybe Boardmaker Online is for you. Maybe you already have Boardmaker Online and you just want a little bit of extra information about how to use it, then that's why you've come here today to look at this training video. My name is Amanda Hartmann. I'm a speech pathologist and one of the consultants here at Spectronics, and yes, it is true, I am the self-proclaimed queen of Boardmaker around here. So it's my job to welcome you and say g'day here from Australia and bring to you this series of quick videos that can tell you a little bit more about Boardmaker Online. So these training videos will cover a variety of topics, so enjoy. Okay, this quick training video is on the cool little feature within Boardmaker Online called groups. So there's a whole lot of groups that allow you to create mini communities within Boardmaker Online. So you can join an existing group so that you can look up things that are focused on topics that are of interest to you, or you can create your own group to invite other people in your school area or other colleagues that you want to share things and discuss things. So let's go on and have a look how easy that is. So here I am, I'm on my Boardmaker Online account and I'm all logged in, and basically what I'm going to go is I'm going to go through across my red toolbar until I get to my community button there. And basically if I go down to the set button there that says My Groups, now when I click My Groups, what you'll see is that it just gives me an overview of a couple of groups that I have joined. And the Spectronics one that I created. So if I go into, I joined this group called Adapted Curriculum because that sounded like a group that was quite interesting to me. So here's the Adapted Curriculum, and it's talking about how we might use Boardmaker Online activities for academic areas. So I thought that was really interesting. You can see their activities, you can have a look at who are members, and you can look at what discussions might have been started here. Okay, so you can see this is where people have been uploading activities that they have created in Boardmaker Online. Okay, and once we go and we can have a look, if you are working on, say for example, you're doing a dying eggs topic, because you're going to do some dyeing and you want a topic board about that and you really like that, then basically by clicking this little orange tab that says add, that's going to be added now to my activities. Okay, and once it's been added to my activities, you see now my choices increase. I can print it, I can play it, I can assign it to students, I can add it to playlists, I can add it to other groups, and I can share it, edit it. Okay, so and even remove it back out if I've changed my mind about it. So what I did is I went into my groups and then I went into that adapted curriculum thing, group. I can also, if I was looking for something in particular, I can search within that group. So if I'm doing some work in my classroom about the solar system and I want some ready-made activities, I can have a look. And you can see, and actually here's a little tip, this little one here, this little when it's a piece of paper with the corner folded over, that's a print activity, versus the screen one, that's an interactive activity. So just depending on what it is that you are wanting, that's how you tell which activity you might want to add. So let's say, yep, I really like the look of this spelling solar system, that I can create how to spell the word solar system. If I really like that, then I just click add and it will add it to my activities. Okay, so we had a look at groups. We can also click on this button that says browse groups. You can see you can do the same thing for friends and members as well, but we're talking about groups in this video. So we'll click on it, wait for it to load, be patient Amanda. So you can see here that there's a whole lot of different groups. So if you are focused, if you want to look at some social stories, if you want preschool materials, so if you're working in early intervention, then I click on it, I can have a quick browse of what it might have in it, and then I can say I'm going to join that group. Okay, so now you can see it's gone to My Groups, and then Browse Groups. You might want to browse, there's a few ways that you can browse the different groups as well. So once they're loaded up, at the moment it's browsing by most popular, but if I click the drop down, I can look at the newest groups, I can look at the group with the most members, I can just look alphabetically, I can look at the one that has been most recently updated, so let's click that. Okay, and so you can see there's most recently updated probably means that you've got an active group of people that are putting things into there quite often. Now, yeah, so those are the groups. So I encourage you, this is a good way for you to search and look up things with like-minded people, other peers and colleagues that might be creating similar materials to you. So if you want to create your own group, which again is a really, really nice way to do things, you can give your name, you can give your group a name. So I'll call it Amanda's Cool Stuff. Oopsie. Cool Stuff from Amanda. If I can type properly, that would be good. I can put up a photo. Now, privacy is probably and permissions is probably the two important questions when you're setting up your group. If you want to just keep it just open to just your organisation. So if you have a district account, you'll have all the people that are in your organisation or in your district. And so it can keep that just group so that you can share activities to that group within your organisation. You can also keep it public or you can keep it private. Okay, and if it's private, then only invited people can see it. And permissions, so I might keep it public, that way anybody can see Amanda's Cool Stuff. And permissions wise, I might only let, who can I invite to the group? Only me can invite people, but maybe only I can share activities within the group. So that's just depending on how you get people to join your group and how you share activities in the group. Okay, so that's just those sorts of decisions about how the group will look. There's more information in about there if you're wanting to set up your very own group, which is just a fab way in a school to set up a little spot that everybody can send things to. Or if you've got a team of speechies and you're all using Boardmaker Online, load all your stuff up there. So what I do now is if I have say for example created an activity, let's see if we can just find it. Yep, so books and stories. Sorry, here's my on book example. So I have to go right in to look at it, so when I'm looking at it like this, so you can't see anything there, but I have added a whole lot of text to this here. So this is where I can play it or assign it, but what I do is if I have this little button here, if I click add to group, it then pops up my groups, which group would I like to put it in, and I'm going to put it onto the Spectronics page and the Spectronics group, and I'm going to put it straight up to there now. And now I have added my activity to my group. So anybody that's part of that Spectronics group, which I encourage you to join, of course, will now be able to go into there. There's not many activities in there because I only just made it today. So we don't have very many members or many bits and pieces up there yet, but I'm sure that will just grow and grow as more and more Aussies start using Boardmaker Online, which is very, very exciting. So join us and create your own groups. I think it's a really handy, helpful tip. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to sharing more about Boardmaker Online with you soon. Bye now.